Switching gears over to the women's side, certainly been a different experience bringing in the numbers you've been able to bring in this year. Talk about that and what we can look for out of those freshmen.
It's exciting. We struggled with numbers from the get-go, and making that transition from a non-scholarship program to a scholarship program has definitely played a role in that. And this team, they're really raw right now. There's a ton of talent there. And it's not even close to being realized yet. And we're working on trying to improve their techniques and make them understand the progress that you need to make during the season from training cycle to training cycle. And you can see a really, really good improvement just based off the 6 weeks work that we've done. 2 weeks ago we did time trials in practice. I hooked the timing system up and let the kids swim whatever races they wanted to race on that particular day, just to get them up on the blocks and get them in some kind of racing situation before we got into our first meets. And during that day, Megan Doss broke our rat record in the 50 freestyle, and Eva Edelbrock broke the rat varsity record in the 100 breaststroke. And in practice, you know, that's what it was. It was a practice situation. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of records broken this year. I think there's a good possibility that we can move up in our conference standings. And I think we finally got traction with the program. I think that you know, we're carrying 14 right now, and you know, you can only bring 18 to championships to begin with. So we're almost to the point where we're bringing a full roster to the championship meet. And I am really excited about not just the talent, the physical talent that the girls bring to the table, but their attitudes towards it. You know, they're training at a higher level, for a lot of them higher than, you know, the practice is more demanding than they've ever had to deal with before. And instead of coming out of it tired mentally, they're coming out of it excited about what they're doing and the progress that they're making. And, you know, we're a quarter of the way through the season, so if they can continue doing what they're doing over the next 4 months, I think that we're going to have a much, much better team than we do right now. And this is easily going to be the best team we've ever had in the 5 years that the program's been here. So, you know, really, really hopeful about what could happen at the end of the season.
Okay. Of course, the women's team led by Chelsea Nugent. Talk about what, with a raw, young team like this, what it means to have a team leader and a talented swimmer like her.
Well, Chelsea's been one of the most important people to come through this program from its inception, you know, when we started back in fall 2005. And I think she's excited to have numbers on the team. You know, when you're carrying 5, 6, 7 girls on the team, and they were great. We've had great people come through, but to be able to come into meets now and feel like we can win some dual meets and move up in the standings at championships and get into practice and have teammates to train with, I think that's really it's been something, a real pleasant development for her. I think she's gone alone sometimes, you know, and gone up on the blocks and gone after it at meets or in practice, just as if, regardless of the circumstances. And she's done a really good job with the girls, getting, just like Andy and Jeff Code have done on the guys' side, on making sure the girls are doing things right, and not just in the practice, but up on the hill, and kind of pointing them in the right direction. And I just think having a team to swim for, you know, a team that has legitimate numbers on it and legitimate talent on it, I think is encouraging to her, and you can see it in practice. I mean, she has always brought in to practice, into racing, and I think that it's just kind of provided her extra motivation because she has people, teammates to swim for now. And so just like with James, she's training at a higher level this year, and I think that she's capable of doing much, much better than she's done with the time she's put up already. And those are legit times that she's put up in the past. I do believe that she could score individually in the butterfly, and I think that she could. She's going to win a lot of races during the dual meets. And so, you know, this year the goal is, you know, we've won 2 dual meets so far. You know, one in 2008, 2009, and one last year. I think we can win 4 or 5 this season. I think that's possible. And if we can do something like that, and obviously championships is the most important thing. You know, dual meets, you win them, great, but you know, whether you win a conference championship or not is on the, all based off of that weekend in February. But I think that for the girls, dual meet victories, I think kind of indicates what kind of direction we're going into and the kind of progress we've made. So I'm hopeful that we can win 3 or 4, 5 meets this season. We have the kind of talent, and it spreads out across the events in a way that makes it possible for us to challenge for wins against certain teams on our schedule. And I always felt like once we got the numbers would come first, and then talent would follow. And so right now the goal for me as a coach is to try to take what we have in the pool right now, maximize what they're capable of doing, so we can demonstrate to people who maybe have a more polished background and have been competing at a higher level. They can take a look at what we're doing and trust that, you know, if they were to come here and swim for us, that we can make them a better swimmer. So, you know, that's my goal this season, is just to try to take this talent we have in the water and take it as far as we can go. You know, and the girls are going along with it. They've done a fantastic job so far this season.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time. We'll look forward to watching both of the teams.
I'm excited. I really am. I told the kids 2 days ago that I felt like that there was a potential to do something spectacular at the end of the season, and I truly believe that. And this is a transition for us. You know, all the members from those 2006-2007 teams, the last members of those championship teams, graduated last year. So you have the combination of these people who helped us win back-to-back titles in the EC, and then you have an influx of 20-plus freshmen coming into the program. This is a real transition period for the program and an opportunity to take a huge step forward. And at the first team meeting of the season, I told the team, I said, you know, 5 years from now, I think we'll be looking back, and where we are is going to be based off of the decisions and the actions that myself and all the members of the team take over the next 4.5 months. And just based off of the first 6 weeks of the season, you know, quarter of the way through, I'm very hopeful and very optimistic about the direction the team's going in. These guys have done an absolutely fantastic job so far. And so I come into practice excited, and then I leave practice more excited than I was the 2 hours before that every day. So I'm very, very hopeful and very optimistic that when we go to championships this year, I think the potential to do something out of the ordinary is there, I think. And we just got to keep on doing things right and continue to bring that focus and the intensity to practice into meets that we've been bringing so far. And I think we have it's in the cards. I think we have an opportunity to do something out of the ordinary, no doubt about it.
All right.
So,
we'll be following the season.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.